Hey there everybody, welcome to the North Solution. In this video, I'm going to be showing you how to create an information command for your Discord world. Let's get started. Okay, so first off, we're going to need to modify the index.js, and we're going to need to add a new intent, which will be gateway intent bits dot skill presences, like that, and just save that, and we're done in index.js. Next up, we're going to need to create a new command, and we're going to create a new command in the commands folder, and we're going to create a new folder. We're going to name it info. I'm going to create a new file in that, and we're just going to name it infoCmd.js. Next up, we're going to need to import some packages from discord.js. One of these will be the /command builder, as well as the embed builder, time, and Discord sort, and that's all going to be from discord.js. There we go. Next up, we're going to need to get the package.json as well, so const package JSON equals require // package.json, like that. Next up, we need to module exports data, which will be a new /command builder, and we're going to set the name to be info, and we're going to set the description. We get information about the bot. Display information about anything. And we're going to set the description to be get information about the bot. We also need to add a subcommand, and this will be the subcommand of bot. I'm just going to format that. There we go. And we also need to add another subcommand, and this will be for the server. And then finally another one, and that will be user. And we just need to add an option to that. So add user option, and then we're going to set the name of it to be. We're going to set the name of it to be target, and we're going to set the description to be used to get information about, and it doesn't need to be required. And we just need to make that toJSON.toJSON, like that. Three, two, one. Next up, we need to set the user permissions, and this will just be a blank array for now. And we're also going to need to set the bot permissions, which will also be a blank array. Bot permissions, which will be a blank array. Next up, we need to run async client interaction. And first off, we're going to await interaction.defer reply. I'm going to make sure we fetch the reply, so fetch reply true, like that. Next up, we need to get options and guild from interaction, and then we need to get the subcommand, so const subcommand is equal to options.get subcommand. Next up, we need to create the info embed, so const info embed is equal to a new embed builder. And for now, we're just going to set the color to be it can be any color you want. I'm just going to put it as white. There we go. Next up, we need to switch, and okay, switch subcommand. Yep. And for the first case, it will just be user. Case user. Here we go. First off, we need to get the actual user, so const user is equal to options.getUser target, or the interaction.user. Next, we need to get the member, so const member is equal to guild.members.cache.get the user.id. Next up, we need to set the info embed author, so info embed dot set author, and the name is going to be user dot tag, and we're going to set the icon URL to be user dot display avatar URL, and make sure it's dynamic. Ooh. Next up, we also need to add some fields, so info embed dot add fields. First one will be the user ID, which will just be user.id, like that. Next up, we need the nickname, so that'll be the member.nickname, or none, if they don't have a nickname. Next up, we need the username, name, username, and that'll just be the user.username, and we're going to make sure that's in line as well. Next up, we're going to get the status. So, in fact, I need to actually create a function for that. So, function, we're creating a new function, get status text. I'm just going to put the parameter as status. So, switch status case online. So this is if the user is online. And we're going to return. A green circle. There we go. And we're also going to do the same for idle, and we'll return orange for that. And we're going to do the same for do not disturb, and that'll be red. And then we're going to do online, which will just be offline, sorry, which will be a black circle with an offline. And we'll also return unknown if we don't know what it is, and I'm actually going to put a question mark there. Question mark? Nope. By the way, the key combination to get this little box of emojis is you can use the Windows key and period, or you can use Windows key and the apostrophe. The semicolon. And we also need to do one more case for if they are invisible. I'm just going to put that as return invisible, like that. So, next up, we need to add that actual field. So, name, status, and for the value, we're going to get status text user.presence.status, like that. I think I've done that right. Member.status, sorry. There we go, and just make sure that's in line. Next up, we're going to get when they joined the server, so name, joined, server, and the value will be time, member.joined at, and we're going to make sure that's relative by putting R in quotes. So that'll return something if I can find it. So what it will return is it will return something like this. So it will say in 9 hours, or however long until that timestamp goes past, or if it's in the past, it will look something like this. So it'll say 10 days ago, or whatever. Anyway. Next up, we need to add the joined Discord field. So that'll look like this. And then finally, going to name highest role. So this will get the highest role of them. And the value will be Discord sort. And we're going to sort by member.roles.cache. Then we're going to get the last. And we're going to get the string. So .toString. And that will also be in line. finally, we're going to set the thumbnail. So infoEmbed.set thumbnail, user.display avatar URL, dynamic is true. Perfect. Now we just need to break that. And next we can move on to the server. So case server infoEmbed, and we're going to set the author, which will be the guild.name, and then the icon URL will be the guild.icon URL. Next up, I'm going to add a field, so infoEmbed.add fields. And the first one will be the owner, so name, owner. And the value will be in backticks, colon, sorry. So these two, what would you call them? The greater than and less than signs. Then we're going to add the @ symbol. And then with the $sign and the curly brackets, we're going to add guild.owner ID. And we're going to make sure that's in line. True, there we go. Next up, we're going to get the members. So members, and this will be the member count. So guild.member count, like that. Next up, we need to get the roles. So name, roles, and this will have a value of guild.roles.cache.size. And we're also going to get the channels, which will be the guild.channels.cache.size. There we go. Finally, we need to get created, which will be the time and guild.createdAt with a relative. Ooh. Okay. And then finally, we're going to get the boosts. So name, boosts, and this will be the boost count. So this will be guild.premium subscription count. And then we're also going to set the thumbnail. So infoEmbed.set thumbnail, guild.icon URL. And that's everything for the server case. So then finally, we need to get the bot case. Pardon me. So case bot. And we're going, first off, we're going to get the uptime. So const uptime is equal to date, new date. We're going to get the date.now minus client uptime. Now get the uptime as a timestamp. So next up, we're going to set the author to be client.user.tag, and we're going to set the icon URL to be client.user.display avatar URL. Next up, okay. Next up, we're going to infoEmbed add fields. So we're going to add some fields. First off, we're going to get the ping, so name, ping, and this will be the client dot, we're going to actually round that, so math dot round, client dot ws dot ping, ms. Next up, we need to get the uptime, so name, uptime. And this will have a value of time, and then uptime relative. Make sure that's in line. Next up, we're going to get the memory usage, so name, memory usage, and the value will be process. Actually, there we go. Process.memory usage dot heap used. We're going to divide that by 1024, and we'll divide it by 1024 again. I'm going to fix it to 2 decimal places, and then that's in megabytes. And we're also going to get the CPU usage, so name, CPU usage, and this will have a value of process.cpu usage.system. Divide that by 1024, and then divide that by 1024 again, and we're going to set it to 2 decimal places, and that'll be a percentage. Next up, we're going to get the Node.js version, so name, node.js version. Let's just have a value of process.version. And then finally, the discord.js version, which will have a value of package station dot dependencies, which will be discord.js, and we're going to substring it. So we're going to get rid of the first character, which will get rid of this character here. This little up arrow. I don't know what it's called. Perfect. Now, okay. 3, 2, 1. Okay, then finally I'm going to set the thumbnail, which will be client.user.displayAvatar.url, and dynamic will be true. And then finally, we need to return. Oh, sorry, we can just await. Interaction.edit reply. Embeds, which will be embeds, which will just be the info embed. And it needs to be ephemeral. And that's everything. So next up, I'm going to run node space dot when my terminal works. Ooh. Let me just restart it. There we go. So next up, I'm going to run node space dot in my terminal to start the bot, and just give it a second to load. And there we go. Application command info has been registered. So if I go back to the North Solution server, the North testing server, I try /info. You can see we have the bot info, the server info, and the user info. Let's try the bot info first. And there you go. There's the ping, 598 milliseconds. There's the uptime. There's the memory usage. There's the CPU usage. There's the Node.js version and the Discord.js version. So let's try the server information. So info server. I think it's giving me an error. Received one or more errors. Okay, so one thing you will want to do is just put all these in the brackets like this, because for some reason Discord doesn't like these being not strings. So I'm just going to quickly put all these in brackets. And the same for the boost as well. Perfect. And now if you try it again, that should work. So if I go here and I try info server, there you go. As you can see, you can get the owner, which is Kaj. You can get the members, and we have 6 members, as you can see. You can get the roles, which we have 5 roles. So if I just quickly go to the server settings and show you, there you go, 5 roles. Although that does include the everyone role as well. You can get the channels, which we have 13 channels, as you can see. And we have it was created 4 months ago, and we have 0 boosts. Then finally, info user, and I'll just try it on myself first. Oop. Okay, so you get the user ID, which is my user ID. You get the nickname, which is hit the like button, which you should do. You get the username, which is countdev. My status, which is idle. When I join the server and when I join Discord. And then I just need to fix this quickly. One thing I will do is I will add the OR statement, which is just the 2 heights, I guess. And then I'm just going to put no highest roll. I should have done that, but that will fix it. So I just need to restart the bot quickly. I try it again, info, user, and it's still broken. Oh, right, okay. Forgot to put the 2 brackets there as well. So now if I try it, info user, there we go, and that's my highest roll. Then if I try it on Carge as well, so info user, target, and that'll be Carge. As you can see, he gets his user ID, his nickname, his username, his status, when he joined the server, when he joined Discord, and his highest role, which is verified. And that's everything. Thanks for watching. This has been the North Solution. If you have any ideas for any other videos, including Discord tutorials, etc., then leave them below. If you did like the video, make sure to like and subscribe so you get notified, as well as hit the notification bell so you can get notified when we upload new videos. And make sure to join our Discord and Patreon with the link below. It's been the North Solution.